Welcome to all of you. Today we will learn relation between solubility and solubility product. In this video, we will study first solubility, then molar solubility, ionic product of electrolyte or salt, and conditions of precipitation of compound. So let us study first solubility. Solubility of a compound is the amount in grams or maximum amount in grams that dissolve per unit volume. That means suppose there is 1 decimeter cube of water or 1 liter water, and this 1 liter water can dissolve 360 grams of sodium chloride to form saturated solution. Then its solubility is what? 360 grams per liter. That is the solubility of sodium chloride. So like that you can calculate solubility in grams per liter. Now molar solubility means the solubility if it is expressed in moles per liter. That means the number of moles of compound that dissolves to give 1 liter of saturated solution is called its molar solubility. Now whenever the grams of a substance or that compound are converted into number of moles, then you will get what? Molar solubility. So molar solubility is the number of moles of compound that dissolve to give 1 liter of saturated solution is called its molar solubility. And you know that number of moles is equal to mass of the substance or solute divided by its molar mass. So that you can calculate what? Molar solubility using this equation, that is molar solubility is equal to solubility in grams per liter divided by molar mass in grams per mole, and it is expressed in moles per liter. So using this equation or using this formula you can calculate molar solubility. Remember it, molar solubility in moles per liter is equal to solubility in grams per liter divided by molar mass in grams per mole. Now let us study the relation between solubility or molar solubility and solubility product, that is KSP, for different types of salt. Now consider here a sparingly soluble salt. Generally the salt is denoted by general formula BXAY. Now suppose this salt is sparingly soluble salt and it is dissolved in water. Then solubility equilibrium for this salt is what? BXAY gives you B ions. Very small amount of this BXAY goes into the solution, and that dissolved part forms equilibrium with its ions. So X moles of B ions goes into the solution and Y moles of A ions goes into the solution and establishes equilibrium between the sparingly soluble salt and its ions in aqueous medium. So by applying law of mass action to this equilibrium reaction, we get the solubility product, that is equilibrium constant for this solubility equilibrium. So KSP, that is solubility product for this particular equilibrium reaction, is what? B raised to X. Concentration of B raised to X, molar concentration of B raised to X, where X means the number of moles. Here the coefficient in this equation, coefficient of B is X. So X moles of B ions are there. So concentration of B ions raised to X into molar concentration of A ions raised to Y, because his Y indicates what? The number of moles of the A ion. Y moles of A ions are present in the solution. So, molar concentration of A ion raised to Y. That is solubility product. So, if S is the molar solubility of this compound, S is what? The molar solubility of this compound, then the solubility of B ions is also S and solubility of A ion is also S. So, equilibrium concentration of the ion in saturated solution is equal to what? Concentration, that means concentration, equilibrium concentration of B ions in the solution is equal to S is the solubility. So, here how many moles of B ions are there? X. So, X into S is the equilibrium concentration of B ions, and equilibrium concentration of A ions is equal to Y into S, where S is the solubility and Y is the number of moles of the A ion or coefficient of A ion. So, Y into S, these are the equilibrium concentration of B ions and A ions, where here X means number of cation and Y means number of anion, or X means number of moles of cation and Y means number of moles of anion. So, here X means number of moles of cation and Y means number of moles of anion. Now, substituting this value in this equation, we get Ksp is equal to X into S raised to X, that is the concentration of B ion. Here raised to X because here X is what? The number of moles, and therefore substituting these values in this equation, B is equal to what? Concentration of B ions, that is equal to X into S raised to X raised to power X into Y into S. Y is number of anion or number of moles of anion, or it is a coefficient. So, Y into S is the concentration of A ions. So, Y into S raised to power Y, that is raised to Y, and that is equal to what? X raised to X into Y raised to Y into S raised to X plus Y, that is equal to Ksp is equal to therefore X raised to X into Y raised to Y into S raised to X plus Y. So, this is what? The relation between solubility product and solubility of the compound. So, by using this expression, you can calculate this solubility as well as you can calculate solubility product of the compound. Now, see here, with this relation, that is relation between solubility and solubility product for different types of salt. Now, first we will study this type of salt, that is B1A1, in which the cation anion ratio is 1:1. So, examples of this type of salts are AgCl, AgBr. 1 mole of Ag ion and 1 mole of Cl ion is there. 1 mole of Ag ion and 1 mole of bromide ion is there. Here also 1 mole of barium and 1 mole of SO4 ion, PbSO4, CuS. All these are the examples of this type of salt, that is B1A1, which have a ratio 1:1. Now we will study the relation between solubility and Ksp for this type of a salt. So, in general, it is represented as a B1A1 is a sparingly soluble salt. It is dissolved in water so that it forms an equilibrium. It is solubility equilibrium for this type of a salt is B ions plus A ions. Here the coefficient of B ion is 1. Therefore, X is equal to 1 and Y is also equal to 1, and therefore Ksp is equal to concentration of B ion raised to X into concentration of A ion raised to Y, where X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 1. Therefore, here Ksp is equal to, and solubility of the salt is S. Therefore, molar concentration, equilibrium concentration of B ion is equal to X into S raised to X, and molar equilibrium concentration of A ion is equal to Y into S raised to Y. Therefore, this relation is what? X raised to X into Y raised to Y into S raised to X plus Y. And that is equal to, here X is equal to 1. So 1 raised to 1 into 1 raised to 1 into S raised to 1 plus 1, X plus Y. So 1 plus 1, and therefore the solubility product, that is Ksp, for B1A1 type of a salt is equal to S square. If you rearrange this, then you will get S is equal to square root of Ksp. So this is what the relation between solubility and solubility product for the sparingly soluble type of a salt type of B1A1, such as AgCl, Ag, you can calculate the solubility product of such a type of salt using this equation, that is Ksp is equal to S square. Now see the another type of example of this sparingly soluble salt AgBr is there, and the solubility equilibrium for this particular salt is what? AgBr solid gives you Ag ions and Br ions. Now here the coefficient of Ag, or number of moles of Ag ion is equal to 1, and number of moles of Br ion is equal to 1, and S is the solubility of the salt in saturated solution. Then Ksp is equal to concentration of Ag ion raised to 1 into concentration of Br ion raised to 1, that is solubility product for this particular equilibrium reaction. Now therefore X into S raised to X into Y into S raised to Y. Therefore X raised to X into Y raised to Y into S raised to X plus Y. Now you know that here in this type of a salt X is equal to 1. So 1 raised to 1 into 1 raised to 1 into S raised to 1 plus 1, and therefore Ksp is equal to S square for the AgBr type of a salt, or AgCl type of a salt. Now see the relation between solubility and solubility product for salt of type B1A2. That is, ratio between cation and anion is 1:2, or B2A1, that is 2:1. Examples of this type of salts are PbI2, B1A2 type, CaF2, calcium fluoride, this type of a salt, BaF2, barium fluoride, B1A2 type of a salt, Pb chloride, lead chloride, B1A2 type of a salt, or Ag2S, silver sulfide, B2A1 type of a salt, or silver chromate, Ag2CrO4. Example of this type of a salt, that is ratio between cation and anion is 2:1. Here ratio is 1:2. In both type of a salt, Ksp is equal to what? 4S3. How that we will see. Now suppose here B1A2 type of a salt is there, then solubility equilibrium for this type of a salt is like this. B1A2 gives you B ions plus 2A ions. Therefore here X is equal to 1 and Y is equal to 2, as 2A ions are formed in the solution. So Ksp for this type of a salt is equal to concentration of B ion raised to 1, as X is equal to 1. Number of moles of B ions is equal to 1, therefore raised to 1 into A ions. 2 moles of A ions are there. So concentration of A ions raised to 2. Now substituting these values in this equation, you get what? 1:1 into 2s2 number of ions are how many number of moles of ions of A are present? 2. So 2 raised to 2 into S raised to 1 plus 2, and therefore Ksp is equal to 1 into 2 raised to 2, 4 into S raised to 1 plus 2, that is 3. Therefore 4s cube, that is Ksp of this type of a salt, B1A2 type of a salt. In the same way, you can calculate case relation between Ksp and S. So suppose this type of a salt is there, B2A1, then it gives you 2 moles of B ions and 1 mole of A ions. So here X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to 1. Therefore Ksp, that is solubility product for this type of a salt, is equal to concentration of B ion raised to 2 into concentration of A ion raised to 1. Therefore Ksp is equal to, here X is equal to 2. So 2 raised to 2 into 1 raised to 1 into S raised to 2 plus 1. Therefore here Ksp is equal to 4 into 1 into S raised to 3. Therefore it is equal to 4 into S raised to 3. So that is what the Ksp for B2A1 type of a salt. Now we will study the third type of salt, that is salt of type B1A3. That means a salt in which the ratio between cation and anion is 1:3. Examples of this: aluminum hydroxide, chromium hydroxide, aluminum chloride, ferric hydroxide, FeOH thrice. All these are the examples of this type of a salt. So when such a type of a salt is a sparingly soluble salt is dissolved in water, then it forms what? The gives a solubility equilibrium like this. B1A3 gives you B ions plus 3 moles of A ions in the solution. That means X is equal to 1 and Y is equal to 3. Therefore Ksp is equal to solubility product for this type of a salt is equal to concentration of B ions raised to 1 into concentration of A ions raised to 3. Therefore Ksp is equal to S, where S is the solubility. So X into S raised to X into Y into S raised to Y. Now X raised to X into Y raised to Y into S raised to X plus 1. This is general formula. Now if you substitute these values of X here, then X is equal to 1 into Y is equal to 3 moles of A ions are there. So 3 raised to 3 into S raised to 1 plus 3, and that is equal to what? 1 into 3 raised to 3 is equal to cube of 3 is 27 into S raised to 4. Therefore Ksp is equal to 27 S raised to 4. So this is what the relation between solubility and solubility product for the type of salt B1A3. Now conditions for precipitation of the compound. Before going to study with the condition of precipitation, you must know what is meant by ionic product. So ionic product is same as that of the solubility product, but ionic product is a product of concentration of ions at any concentration in solution. So see here, ionic product of an electrolyte is defined as the product of concentration in moles per decimeter cube of ions of an electrolyte, that is salt, in its solution at given temperature. Or the same definition you can also define like this also: the product of molar concentration of ions of salt, each raised to the power of their coefficients in the balanced chemical equation in aqueous solution at any concentration at given temperature is known as what? Soluble ionic product, and it is generally denoted by IP, capital I, capital P. And in saturated solution, ionic product is equal to solubility product. And ionic product of saturated solution of sparingly soluble salt at given temperature is equal to solubility product. The solubility product is the highest limit of ionic product of electrolyte in its solution at given temperature. So what is the difference between solubility product and ionic product? See here, solubility product is the concentration of ions of electrolyte each raised to the power of their coefficients in balanced chemical equation in saturated solution. Whereas ionic product is what? It is the product of concentration of ions of electrolyte each raised to the power of their coefficient in balanced chemical equation in solution, but at any concentration. Here any concentration, the product is calculated at any concentration, and here the product is at equilibrium concentration. As saturated solution is there, at the concentration is equilibrium concentration. And it is applicable for saturated solution. Here it is applicable for all types of solutions at any concentration. That is the difference between ionic product and solubility product. And at constant temperature, its value is therefore constant for a particular electrolyte. But these values changes with concentration. As concentration is changed, the ionic product also changes. But solubility product is a constant at constant temperature that you have studied. So when ionic product of salt is equal to solubility product, then solution is saturated and solubility equilibrium exists in the solution. When ionic product of salt is greater than solubility product, it exceeds the solubility product, then solution is supersaturated. Hence, the precipitation of compound will occur. And when ionic product of the salt is less than solubility product, then solution is unsaturated and precipitation of the compound will not occur. These are the conditions for precipitation. So whenever ionic product of salt and KSP is same, then precipitation does not take place because solution is saturated. But if you go on adding more and more solute in a saturated solution, then what happens? Ionic product of the salt becomes greater than solubility product and solution becomes supersaturated, and in such a condition precipitation takes place. And when ionic product of salt is less than KSP, the solution is unsaturated, and in such a solution if you add the solute, then it get dissolved and therefore precipitation of compound will not occur. For example, see here, if you know the KSP value, that is a solubility product value, if you know, then you can predict the minimum concentration of the salt at which it can precipitate out. For example, here the solubility product of barium sulfate is 1 into 10 raised to minus 10 at 298 Kelvin. Now to obtain the precipitate of barium sulfate, the product of concentrations of Ba ions, that is barium ions, and sulfate ions should be greater than 1 into 10 raised to minus 10. Then and then only the precipitation of the barium sulfate can take place. Like this, by knowing the value of solubility product, you can calculate what the precipitation, you can predict the when precipitation can take place. So thank you. Remaining part, that is numerical problems on solubility product, we will study in next video.